question, Nick. Then it's a love you on. I love Magnus. Hello, Nick. How are you all doing tonight? Hold on. I got something for this. Let's see if I still have it somewhere. Let me see if I still have it. I'm pretty sure I still have it, I just don't know where I put it. No, that's not it. Where did I put it? There it is. Found it! Aha! Get up on the... Yeah, I'm doing good! Anyways, so chat. Before we get to the game, I do have an announcement to make. Actually, I have two little announcements to make. The first one's just gonna be the one that we can get done real quick. You guys may notice that our little coffee gold bar down there, it looks very pipey, it just looks different with more progress on it and a higher amount. Okay, just get down, come on. And that's because I decided that I'm going to be getting a model update as well. So not just an outfit, which sadly it won't be the Halloween outfit now because the big announcement is having me swap priority with that. But we're still going to be getting a model update. I'm actually just a couple bucks short with that model update. And that model update is going to add a couple missing details to the model. So like, oh shit, that's the one. But it's going to add a couple details that are missing, mainly some animal ears and an animal tail that should be there, but they're not. Mostly that was an oversight on my part, and I didn't want to overwork the artist. But the cool thing right now is going to be for both the model update, because not only is it going to add the missing details, but the model update is also going to make it so that the model could get future outfits and hairstyles in the future more easily, to help reduce the amount of time spent in getting everything rigged up properly. So instead of having to like basically have a brand new model for every single outfit with every single freaking with every freaking single toggle that I get added on, I'm gonna get the model updated so that basically the outfits themselves are toggles. That way, when I get a new outfit, I can just toggle it on. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to I definitely need like some kind of like what's the word, like something to help to hide the underneath portions, at least in the process of the transition. Or maybe what I could do then is just like toggle the outfit on over the other outfit, then toggle the other outfit off. But eventually I want to get them added onto Redeem, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. I'm thinking maybe I could have it do what my head count Redeem does, which is just temporarily spawn an item on top of me, essentially. That way it can hide the outfit change. Especially since I don't want Twitch to get mad at me for that unless I'm swapping over to like a bathing suit bug, and you don't have beach theme for that. A beach theme or like hot tub. But I'm not gonna be doing those, at least not anytime soon. But anyways, so the small outfit, the coffee goal has been changed slightly. I'm a couple of bucks away from being able to order that model update. So if you guys are going to be doing any kind of like cheers or subs and such, I would prefer that you guys instead put that onto the coffee. That way I could get that model update ordered sooner. And then the rest of the goal is going to be for funding the new outfit that I'm actually in the process of designing right now. So right now we're gonna have like eventually we're gonna have a total of 3 outfits. And watch out, we got the one I'm wearing right now. You got the one that was the Halloween, but I gotta swap my party to the brand new one that I'm making. I'm not gonna say what it is, cause I'm just starting to get the things on track, so. But yeah, so that leads up to the big announcement then. So, in a couple months, I don't know how many months exactly yet, but I'm gonna be working on this for a while. It'll take me a couple months to do this. But we're retheming the library. We're retheming away from the library, so the library will soon be like gone, but you could kind of look at it as a rebrand, but I think a retheme is probably a more appropriate word. So, like, it's still gonna be me, still gonna be this character, it's gonna be the same content. It's just, the setting will be different. And sadly, the setting will take a while to actually get made. However, I feel like the setting is actually... Oh, thank you, Magnus! I don't know how much you put in there, but thank you! Well, I'll have to take a look after stream. But how, anyways, before. But yeah, so it's gonna be the same content, it's still gonna be me, it's still gonna be the same character, just with a new outfit with it. It'll take a couple months to fully get it made, but the idea that I have in my head is the perfect theme for me. It's perfect, it is a bit less intrusive. It's like, for example, you see that little screen up in the top right that has all the art going through? Yeah, that's gonna be gone once I get this retheme done. No pitches, don't go in there. My kitty's being a long nuisance right now. Come on, go back up there. Get off that thing, come on. Thank you. You little shit. Oh, don't give me that look. Gosh, just give me the look because I wouldn't let her on top of the computer. But anyways, so yeah, that little art screen up there, that's gonna be gone once I get the retheme done. And I'm letting you know right now, this actually will be more immersive because I'm still gonna have the art showing, but it's gonna be in a more immersive way. And this also made me have other ideas, like, with how I'm gonna have that art shown with the retheme, it allows me to actually expand it to also have like sponsorships, self-promos and whatnot. So, and it's not gonna be intrusive like this little screen up there is. It gives me more screen space to use for you guys to have like, you know, chat up there. And I'm not gonna lie, when I do get the retheme, all the game windows are going to be in a frame. I'm not gonna lie about that. But yeah, so I'm not gonna say what that retheme is gonna be exactly. No, Peaches, get off that. Stop being a little shit. Go lay down someplace else, please. I know it's warm up there, but I don't want your hair getting inside of the machine. I need to get one of those cat nets that have like the little soft spikes on them. You know, the ones that just make it uncomfortable for them. A Moo suggested me to get that, but I just haven't been able to. But anyway, so this rethink is gonna take a while because with what I have, it's gonna take me a little bit to actually make it. So like, for example, I gotta make this whole thing in this one program. I gotta learn how to modify some of the assets that are also inside of it. Just to help make it more presentable and more immersive. I also have an idea of what I want the outfit to be for it. Because this rethink's going to include a new outfit. And a hairstyle, which I already personally like. And it'll probably be easier than the Halloween hairstyle that was on the previous one. Oh yeah, so big rethink coming. Over time, you guys will start to notice some changes over time. Like, there's already one small change that's already in, but I'm not gonna say what it is. Gonna see if you guys find it. But it'll do along with the retheme at least. Anyways, I think it's time that we get to the game because I spent enough time talking. And thank you! Thank you for the best of luck, I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, so we're gonna get straight to the game now. Well, we were just doing a lot of side stuff with Final Fantasy XIV, the last 2 streams that we did with it. And I'm gonna ignore turning in those blue quests that we did. At least until our other angels are high enough level they turn them in. I see my cat's tail just swishing back and forth around the corner of my computer. I think she's plotting something, chat. But anyways, so yeah, other than we're gonna get straight to the game now. Get myself moved over. And now out to the game train. Yeah, that works so good. It's such a nice smooth movement too. Anyways, so we're starting the second half of the Stormblood story now.
Go
After
stretch!
This, drink and stretch. Hey! You didn't have to throw bananas on me, come on, man! It's just, why you giving me that look? Come on. She's just peering around the computer, just staring at me. If I had my phone on me, I'd take a picture and show you guys. Yeah, I'm feeling some of those spots, but I'm not hearing them. What are you plotting, Peaches? She's literally peering around the corner of the computer and staring at me with one eye. You know, it's kind of like this. where she's just peering around. Kind of like this. And giving me quite a look. She might be plotting that indeed. Let me get myself moved back now. In the future, I'm actually planning on having a chat cam, but she has to be on the dead for that. Yeah, she's doing exactly that. But yeah, I do plan on having a cat cam eventually. Pointed at the bed, because I know she... At least at the time, she liked laying there. But she hasn't laid there in a while. There, now then. Let's start the second half of Stormblood finally. They're involved adventure. Lee seems troubled.
Come to see how we're getting on? We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address. Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here. Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Take your time, Magnus. Get some of that good food.
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future. But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches. The Reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ah, there you are. I've been searching all over for you.
You know, I'm actually curious about something involving the Resistance. Now that they have retaken Alamigo with where we are in the story, I know they are still essentially the military wing of the Alamigan military might at this point. And I know once they do get a new ruler put in place, I'm curious that, I'm curious if they ever renamed the Resistance.
Don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me? I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure?
Ooh, adventure! I love adventure!
After all, we were adventurous before we were scions, were we not? After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots? So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
Also, chat, I just want to let you guys see this nice thing that's purely coincidence. My VTuber model looks almost exactly like my Final Fantasy character. And this is pure coincidence. It was after I noticed it, I had a message my mother mama. And so, look, I know this is a pure coincidence, but just look how closely I look like my Final Fantasy character with this. I'm not gonna lie though, the hair did have an effect on the design. The hair did have an effect on the design, but yeah, it's just purely coincidence that my Final Fantasy character looks quite a bit like my VTuber model. And it's all pure coincidence. That's my arm, why don't you? Oh, look at that grin. No, I'm serious, it is pure coincidence. Like, it wasn't like, I'm not gonna lie, my Final Fantasy character's looks are older than my VTuber model. Because I've been playing the game for a couple years. And then, I don't think my model mama plays Final Fantasy at all. Or at least not this one anyways. And until I brought it up to her, that surprisingly, the character design for the model looked quite a bit like my Final Fantasy character. She was like, oh shit, I can see that. Oh yeah, I thought her, yeah, it's nothing bad, and I know it's pure coincidence, but still, it's pretty similar. Like, it's almost spot on. Like, minus the scales and such, but yeah. Right then, let's go and find Master Lavier. Actually, you leave that to me. I want you fresh for a little adventure. Wait for us by the ether ray and we'll be along shortly. See you there. Oh yeah, it honestly had me, like... I was only surprised when I did notice it. Cause I'm like, wait, it looks similar. But sure enough, I put a still image up. And just like kept on turning it on and off on top of my Final Fantasy character. I'm like, holy shit. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the retheme that we're gonna be doing. Greetings, Savvy. It would seem we are to accompany Annabelle on some manner of escapade. Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? Yes, an adventure. Allow me to explain. It will be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Now then, the event I would speak of occurred before the occupation. Back when Alamigo was still a monarchy and Theodric sat the throne. A uniquely brutal despot, by all accounts. Oh, despot, my bad. That he was, the king of ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with the monks of the Fist ended with Rhaegar's Reach being burned to the ground. In the latter years of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown. And so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sons he put to death became the property of the king, and it's said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty? You assume correctly. Now would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others must surely have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course you won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamega's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned to battles upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Nat King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine, the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set your heart to racing. I'll learn the emote box! I think I know a certain fighter tuber that would enjoy that emote. If anyone can find the treasure, it's us. But even if we don't, the adventure will be reward enough, I reckon. But the darkness below. You can almost see the wheels turning in Alphino's head. Oh, that's tempting to get that. The news of Doma and Alamega's liberation has rekindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the Imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion. Which means the armies must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? Tell us, Hervold, have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunts fared, nosing about the palace isn't like to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to, ask around. Yeah, the old-fashioned adventuring way. Would that be another way of saying no? Oh, yes. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the Allied Archivists. They request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The girlies are meticulous about such things, but they uncovered the trove during their occupation. The event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in Theodric's day. Given that there would have been at least 20 at the time, you will be looking for people who have seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Android, pray that tried your luck in the fringes and the peaks while Savvy makes the rounds in the Alamegan quarter. Yeah, I was thinking I was the party leader. But mine, of course. Let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at Gilbard's Gate. Yeah, I saw that Nebraska had a price tag on it now. It's too bad that I can't afford it at the moment thanks to all the things I'm doing for the stream as well as my own build. But I would love to get it. It's definitely on my wish list. I can't wait to see what they do at Florida. I would love to see what they do in Florida. Especially since we have some reversible lanes here. In the palace? No, not me less. Surely you've heard the stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions upon the divine audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say that I stayed as far away from the palace as possible. But yeah, I definitely want to get the Nebraska DLC. You won't be hearing old maid stories, do you? Well, most of what I know, the Mad King is common knowledge. Wait, is that an elephant? No, that's a rabbit then, okay. We'd only see His Royal Majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he ordered, and after a while, even watching his enemies die was enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow, and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. Oh, interestingly enough, that modded server that I played on for APS is also now on patch 1.7. Like, they actually updated to the current patch. And it's all because there seems to be a thing within one of the game files that you could mess with to actually enable convoy servers up to 128 players. Which is actually really nice. Yeah, this is a really good change. Considering that the traffic, I think, is mostly peer-to-peer. At least I think it's peer-to-peer. Because there's no way that they had the traffic all over the country spawned at once. It has to be like within a set amount of distance away from the truck. Or at least the active truck, but yeah. I served at the pleasure of King Theodoric and learned to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life that one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which of course they were under the orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. Oh. With your health bill finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Ernold. He was the king's head scribe. But yeah, it looks like that with setting a file in a config file, or setting a piece of data in a config file will allow you to connect to convoy servers that are bigger than 8 players. Which makes me tempted on it makes me tempted on getting a personal convoy server up. In this case, it'd be vanilla, because I'm not gonna force you guys to get mods. But, I think it would be great to be able to do convoy stuff with you guys. Like, not just with me playing while on stream, but like maybe if I'm on an off day night, just so I can do some drive and we could do stuff and such. Though I'm actually tempted on, I'm tempted on getting a server up. Oh, speaking of, since we're talking about simulators, I think I forgot to mention something. So going back to the big announcement where I said that I'm going to be retheming the channel. I just realized I'm on the wrong tab for that. But going back to the big announcement, so on Mondays, which we usually do Farm Sim, I'm gonna be taking Mondays off because those are the days that I have the most amount of time to do stuff with. So for a little while, we're gonna be on 4-day stream weeks. This way, I can get more stuff done for the stream. I figure the Mondays, I'll spend them getting the retheme stuff done. And then on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which are normally off, I'll be spending those days working on the script for story time. Yes, I'm Arnold. What do you want with me? Oh, you would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories. Yet if all Neo's speak is to move forward, it must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Ah, very well. I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know Theodoric's Paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough, but in his last days the king's favored mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court dormitories to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family. The magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting, monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. That must have been the screams that the guy was talking about. Even now, my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others with Theodoric's blood were prone to share this madness, then mayhap it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with them. Oh, they got some dark stuff there. So chat, I'm gonna let you guys know right now, as we're working through the Stormblood stuff, the second half of it, we're gonna be seeing some interesting things happening. Yeah, excellent timing as ever. We have but this moment returned from our own intelligence gathering effort. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial Wreckage for any mention of fantastic treasures, and found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize either did not exist, or that the Imperials somehow overlooked it. But what of you, Sally? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Yeah, I was told about dark stuff happening under the palace. Turn into monsters? And what could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? I met an old man in Alighieri who spoke of the palace as subterranean prison, but he said not of the cursed abominations. The Imperial Archives were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace ground. Could this grad fellow have been spitting her a yarn, do you think? Did you believe him, Savvy? His fears seem genuine, because no one else wants to talk about it. If he was afraid, that does lend credence to the tale, though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Arnold Vansadelt may very well have told us where the trove is hidden, but ere I share my theory, there's a matter I would clarify. Herald, you spoke of lighthearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you still intent on fighting this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Garlean blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamegan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pure-blood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. In the end, she turned me out into the street and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo. A feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me into the company of the Scions. I'll tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I just steal on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With the Audric's gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Forgive and I apologize. That could not have been unpleasant to recall, but I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Now, Savvy, are you content to surrender this treasure to Airvold's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as a reward? Doesn't even give me a choice. It doesn't even give me a choice. Damn, I was hoping to be able to do like a witty answer. Then I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King Trills. Are you minded to hear it? Considering that, it's a level 70 here. The only thing that I have which would even be able to benefit would probably be that for the Sage. Or this for the Reaper. But I think the Reaper has like 375. So I'll get this because I can still replace some of the stuff that I have. Of course I have a shit ton of stuff in my inventory that I gotta get rid of. Well, Almatif, what's this theory of yours? The Mad King's Trove. Alphana seems eager to share his theory. Actually, maybe it would be better if you first adjourned to a more suitable location. In case a rival treasure hunt to overuse our plans, I mean. Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but certainly without concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of Loch Sill. So chat, I want to let you guys know right now with the read theme, I think you guys would love the presentation. Now, I want to keep elements of what we currently already have with it, as well as have homage to the original theme somewhere. But I think you guys are going to love the presentation that I'm thinking of for it. Because it's definitely much more immersive than just having like this background stuff. Come now, Alphino, don't leave us in suspense. What's here to stare of yours? Forgive me, it was not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wished to have the lock in sight while I explain things. Prior to the great flood of the Sixth Emerald Calamity, the Salt Lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines, and this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the Fifth Astral Era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise. Haven't been all but destroyed by war, yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Zeld. It is my belief that the darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Scala. I further surmise that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there, not simply out of a desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait, you're saying they were meant to guard the Mad King's trove? Precisely. And since we know the court thaumaturge is involved, we can safely assume that any entrance into the old city will have been magically concealed. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and gods know how many Alanigans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have certain advantages which they did not enjoy. Savvy, would it be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route into the ruins? While you do that, Stormblood and I will seek out an escrow portal within the palace. Look at just how deep this goes. According to the map, our destination is somewhere that way. But yeah, look at just how deep this goes. Like, this is... like, holy shit, it's deep. But it's never... Oh. There's another one of those, okay. And that seems to be where I need to go. But yeah, there's a whole city just down here. Flooded and such. I mean, yeah, according to the lore that we just got, it's been abandoned for a while. But still... Look, we even have a statue of Rogar here. Is there a head to go with it? No, I guess no head, okay. Why are you not surprised that the game has underwater mounts? This game does not utilize the underwater stuff that well, not gonna lie. It doesn't utilize underwater that well at all. Like, anytime that you have to go underwater, it's just purely for travel, really. Unless you have fishermen, then you get to do some spearfishing. But you need to be like level 60, I think. But yeah, so anytime that you're underwater, it's purely for traveling in this game. Like, there's no underwater combat. It's usually look for an object down there, or you're just traveling through it. Hey Magnus, welcome back! Oh yeah, so in this case you were just traveling through it, but like, with the Kojin tribe, you'll be looking for objects and such. You discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Biomass is one thing, but for underwater, you're just used to swimming like indoors too. Yeah, I get that. The thing with Final Fantasy XIV though is, at least in regard to the mounts, all the mounts are flying mounts, all the mounts are water mounts, all the mounts are ground mounts. Like for example, I got summon the key noise. Or I can use the magic armor. But yeah, all the mounts are capable of going across every surface essentially. And the lore perspective is ether. That's the lore reasoning, is because of the ether. Yeah, this one is not turn-based combat. This one is more like World of Warcraft. All mounts, including the regalia? Yeah, including the regalia. At least in regards to underwater, but yeah. But for the ones that are like, look like they're purely ground, yes, the reasoning is definitely the ether. You come to one stone door, standing temptingly ajar. It would appear you have found the entrance into the subterranean ruin. Out there's my link pearl. Savvy, it's Alphino. You have searched a prison beneath the palace and found a teleportation portal concealed by enchantments. The markings indicate it leads to an underground cavern. But there's on your end. I found a door. And you believe it leads into the ruins? Then I dare say you will be able to meet within. Go on and head through the door. By the way, I'd take the liberty of calling on a friend for help. I guarantee she's both dependable and discreet. We'll see you soon. That has to be new because I don't remember that. That particular text box, I believe, is new. I think it's new strictly for the fact that you can do all the story-based dungeons with NPCs. Here's what the regalia will look like. It looks like this. And of course, I still can't see over the dash. Yeah, the off-road version is not in this game. Anyway, so chat, just to give you guys a reminder, with the story-based dungeons, we do the first time around with NPCs, and everything that we do afterwards is with players. And the main reason why I do it with NPCs first is to show you guys the dungeon, look around for lore stuffs, and show you guys how the fights are. Because if I was to do this with players, they would rush it. Now, the sad part about dealing with NPCs is that it takes longer than dealing with players, but you gotta make some kind of compromise. And now you'll be able to see the combat of this game. Yeah, it's definitely more like World of Warcraft than it would be like the other action-based Final Fantasies.
Leave it to me!
Let's see, what games would be similar then? Let's see. I also gotta adjust my voice because I'm falling behind apparently. Oh good, it's already caught up, okay.
Away with you!
Yeah, so like, with most free-to-play MMOs, they do play fairly similar. Maybe Lineage might be a good comparison in that case, because I think that was free, right? Maybe even Guild Wars 1. I think Guild Wars 1 might be a good comparison too. Even EverQuest. Both EverQuest 1 and 2. That 2 is probably a much more closer example. Another sad thing with the doing this with NPCs is that they can't kill things as fast as players. And because the NPC is actually good at mechanics and such, I can't fully rely on them to keep me fully healed.
Getting a bit winded.
I have my pride.
Let's see, this one, Final Fantasy 15 and 1600 turn-based side there. Yeah, most of the Final Fantasy games are turn-based, but I can say that the Final Fantasy VII Remake is not turn-based. Or at least it didn't look turn-based to me. With the very brief amount of pitching that I played, I could definitely say that Nick is correct with that. Jesus Christ, I'm still coughing out mucus! What bullshit is this when I cold? Damn!
Leave it to me!
I don't know. They might.
Try this!
At least in regards to mainland titles, I don't know if they will.
Leave it to me! Oh yeah, in regards to them making other turn-based games, maybe spin-offs might be turn-based. But I don't know if they're gonna do that with other mainline title. Speaking of Titi, when am I gonna play Road Trip with the Boys Simulator since you never got the... That's a good question. Maybe after Batman, alright?
Because I plan on doing Batman after Year Automata. Arkham Asylum! One of the actually good games. I have Arkham Asylum, City, and Night, I believe? I've never played Arkham Knight, but I played Asylum and City. And thankfully for me, it's been so long since I played Arkham Asylum that I don't remember what happens. Like, I don't remember where anything is in it. Yeah, really, all three of them use the same thing at once.
Focus. Release.
Did I just hear the embassy called Nia? I mean, it makes sense considering it's a Miko, but still. Also, that wasn't how I pictured that NPC sounding. I thought she'd sound a bit deeper, in all honesty. also wish I could influence which NPC the AI party members go after.
Leave it to me!
Hey, wasn't there a chest nearby? Oh, I think I picked it up already, okay. Now, there's something in this game that I actually do love, and that's the fact that that there is player housing. Over a year it's still, so I don't remember.
Down with you! Down with you!
Ooh, just in time.
Try this!
Activate clone transformation next. Oh, god damn it. You gonna let while you eat? Hey! Enjoy your meal, Nip. Hey, look at that! These must be the scenes.
Release!
Oh, I don't remember that happening. I guess they made that change for when they added the NPC support. Okay. Because I distinctly remember basically temporarily becoming something and floating over.
Away with you!
Try this!
Is it difficult to level up in these type of games? I think it varies from game to game, but at Final Fantasy XIV here, it's actually fairly easy to level up. And the fastest way to level up would be to use the duty finder. As you level up a job, you'll get more abilities and such. In which I have all the usable ones for this job at the moment down here at the bottom. Also, unlike other MMOs, Final Fantasy XIV does not restrict you to a certain class for your character. Meaning, you could unlock every job in the game, and then just freely swap between them. Now, unlike other MMOs, every job has its own level in this game. Except for Scholar. Scholar shares it with Arcanist. Oh yeah, so like when you first start playing though, you won't have all these abilities down here. You'll have like maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 buttons down there usable at the start. And that would be let's see, it'd be Sprint for sure, eh? I believe Return would be there. And then it would be like your first attack skill. So it won't inundate you with all that stuff at once. At least with your starting jobs anyways. Yeah, what I will say is, if you do want to learn a job, you could perfectly do that from level 1 for a good amount of them. However, some of the jobs will start at higher levels, like for example, Astrologian starts at a higher level, Dark Knight starts at a higher level. Gunbreaker starts at an even higher level, Dancer starts at an even higher level, Reaper starts at an even higher level. And the 2 new ones coming with Dawn Trail, those start at another yet higher level. But thankfully they're set up in such a way where if you just unlock the job, you can still queue for like low level stuff and learn the class that way. So like let's use the job that I'm currently playing right now, Gunbreaker for example. It starts out at level 60, meaning it already has a good amount of the skills available. You could you could shoot for the first dungeon, and it'll scale you down to level 15 or so, which will reduce a lot of your abilities down to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll reduce all this down to like 9 buttons if you queue for Stasha as a gunbreaker. Which will give you a chance to learn the job a bit better if you want to do so from a low level up. Oh yeah, so Paladin and Warrior will both start at 1. Blue Mage starts at 1. And then the rest of the jobs that you see here start at the levels that are currently shown. Except for Scholars. Scholars start at level 30. Or whatever your Arcanist is when you get it. And Sage, well, I don't have that unlocked yet. That starts at 70. But yeah, so you don't have to take all the jobs if you don't want to. But if you don't feel like playing what your current main is, at least the option is there. So like, if I don't feel like playing like as Gunbreaker, for example, I could just spend some time playing as a Black Mage. You're familiar with tabletop properties, so trying to pick in some connections in your brain try to understand it. Okay. As I don't do tabletop myself, so that I can't really say much. Although I think it's safe to say that just like tabletop RPGs, which have like manual rolling of the dice, I guess you can look at it a way where Final Fantasy and other modern MMOs will do that dice rolling for you, just like most other games do. What? Okay, that was weird. Oh yeah. I'm sorry if this is quite a lot of information right off the bat. But I promise, the game will not inundate you with this much stuff at the very start. I promise you, it won't be this much info at once at the start. Cause all that will be at the start is just whatever job that you chose to start as. And you can choose to go through the entirety of the game with just that job alone, or you can get to the other job as you want. Okay, you just survive before you call it a night? Okay. You got a 4-mile run tomorrow. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a Camaro. A weird design, but okay. yeah, at least Final Fantasy 14 does start out slow, so you can get used to stuff pretty fast. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't recall if they're meant to help display anything, other than being there for the design purposes. Oh.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
So if you do ever decide to give this game a try, one thing I will say, if you play a job that is specific to paint, which includes Gunbreaker, Warrior, Dark Knight, and Paladin, the guys are going to be the one that the boss is going to be focused on usually. You want to have the boss facing away from your party. Because if your party is able to smack in its ass, you'll be doing a little bit extra damage to it. And if you're not a job, oh shit. I didn't realize that the one thing that one thing was being casted, I'm sorry. And if your job does not consider things so like you're a DPS or a healer, you want to stay off to like the side. Or like either behind the boss or to the side, depending on what your skills are good with. Like for example, monks, they have a unique set of abilities that require them to basically dance around the enemy. Because some of their attacks deal more damage from behind, and some deal more damage from the flank. Oh, I haven't seen that animation in a little while for one of these things. Oh, in your first D&D game you played a monk, so that class in any game is still has your okay. Yeah, so monk in this game, it starts out as pugilist. That job plays a little bit different compared to the other DPS. So like you're constantly going between like various dances and such. So if that piques your interest, start out as pugilist. Because at level 30, once you get the job quest to unlock monk, there you go.
Or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
There's so much. And look at that
I can't wait to see
hairstyle.
the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Yes, exactly. And here's one of the good things. When your starting job turns into the advanced job of its respective job and whatnot, so like pugilist into monk, for example, or gladiator into paladin, etc., you retain all the abilities that you've learned as the original job. And then you start getting more abilities that the advanced job knows. When Erevold asked me to lend my spear, I didn't imagine it would be for such an adventure. I'm grateful for the chance to be a part of it. Gods, but what a dark and treacherous trip that was, with abominations waiting for us at every turn. In other words, it was a proper adventure. Erevold and I tried to do our fair share, but I fear you ended up bearing the bulk of the burden as usual. You truly led the way with your adventuring prowess, my friend. Aye, without your help, I reckon we'd still be fumbling about in the dark. I'm glad I called on you. I must say, I'm still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. Well, like how you reeled at the sight of that floating specter, you mean? I wish you could have seen that look on your own face, Olvie. But must we dwell on such monetary loss? We found the Mad King's trove, and that is all that matters. Oh, right, I keep on forgetting Alphinaud's afraid of ghosts. First Estinian and now Erevold. Twould seem there is much amusement to be had at my expense. Honestly, I might as well go adventuring with I'll say. One thing I always struggled with was planning ahead for goals and going into other classes. You always just followed what felt right as the story progressed. Does that make sense? I guess it does, and this is one of those games that actually allow you to do that if you wanted. Also, I could swap over to pugilist right now. And right now I only have one thing, but yeah, so like when you first start out... Yeah, so when you first start out, this would be your hotbar, quite literally. It's just one attack, and these things over here. And which I don't need those because I have most of them over there. But yeah, so like, if you go to your... You can actually see like what all your abilities are as well, thankfully. It's like, for example, with Monk here, you can actually have your bar set up ahead of time if you know how to play it properly and whatnot. Like, for example, like, I would have, like, Boot Shine right where it is, then I'd put True Strike, and then Snap Punch afterwards, down here. Because this is basically from the 1, 2, and 3 type of deal. And then one thing I like to do is, I like to have like my single targets at the bottom, and then my AoE/range stuff right above it. And some abilities will actually also like give you like buffs and such. Like this one, for example, will give you a Disciplined Fist, which increases your damage dealt by 10%. Does it get G points or some form of NP for unique abilities, specifically for Monk? There is a little thing that does pop up once you reach level 15. And that would be with this one right here, meditation. Basically, you get up to 5 chakra. And once you have 5 chakra, you can then use the this ability, because when you use this ability outside of battle, it'll give you 5 chakra immediately. But as you're fighting, you'll gain chakra, or you can use this to get 1 piece of chakra within your rotation. And then once you have the actual monk class itself unlocked, I think there's another thing that gets added onto it, but because I haven't really played it, I can't really say what that extra thing that gets added on is. Oh, and then there's another neat thing, so you also have role abilities as well. And these, as soon as you unlock them on one job, they are unlocked for the rest of the jobs of that type. And then, of course, each job has their own traits and such, like this one has Greased Lightning, which reduces weapon skill cast time and recast time, spell cast time and recast time, and auto attack by 5%. Oh, nice, actually. We'll be right back with some more. Alright, no worries, take your time. Take your time, I'm here for the next, hour and 20 minutes, apparently. Okay, well, we're already that far, okay. Actually, can I even put anything new on it? Because I haven't put down my glamour dresser yet, I could put that on, okay. The Butcher's Blood. Ooh, God, music scroll. Aaron is still grinning at Alphino's discomfort. Oh, adjusting aside, you must tell people the good news, and I think Elise should be the first. Tekanen, she is down to be delighted. If I no longer need it, then I shall take my leave. Of course, don't let us keep you. Thanks again, and say hello to Vamar for me. Now then, there's to be a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so Elise is sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? You know, I'm actually quite happy that we've managed to do a dungeon. Because I've been getting tired of doing all these streams in which the last parts is like so close to a dungeon and such. I thought it makes me annoyed because I wanted to do the dungeon before ending. But I'm actually quite happy that we did at least one dungeon at least. I've been having so much fun playing the game, I forgot to do the break. Oh well. Ah, you three look pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. So chat, after this quest step, I'm actually going to take that quick break actually, because I need to use the bathroom. So, yeah, so after this step of the quest, we're gonna do that quick break. You're joking. The Mad King's Trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Savvy and Alphino in their party. The credit for Flighty should really go to them. Not sure what to do with it all. I hope that it goes towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there's as much as you say. And while to not exaggerate, I assure you, we could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. Taking the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins, if you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow that route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there is one other thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have a head for details, I'm not educated. I see that simply handing out Sacred Guild won't solve everything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphino. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've had a problem. Deep breaths, tell me what's happened. A mob's gathered outside headquarters and they've started making demands. You'd best come and see for yourself.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on?
Someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it!
Go stretch!
We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed that I made the hydrate and stretch even cheaper. They still have the cooldowns, but they're cheap as hell now. They're practically free.
Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down!
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye! And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well.
Also, this is one of the best characters in the game.
Gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees.
Seriously, this is one of the best characters. He's had such a development.
But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance, but we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
I know you're right, I do. But I can't.
Okay, I said I was gonna take that break, and we're gonna take that quick break because I gotta use the bathroom. So we will be back in about 10, no not 10, 5 minutes, Oh yeah, be right back, chat! Which, we're back an hour. Oh no, not an hour, a minute early. And I just noticed the water type that's currently on. And I think there's something active. So I'm gonna go take a quick look real fast. Because right now the active weather type is quick 11. Oh, thank you for the headpats! Isn't there? Oh no, I gotta go all the way around, don't I? Oh, it's gonna be so annoying getting there. Oh. Okay, so I don't think I could get over this way. Oh, damn, I possibly could have. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that this weather patch actually had, like, environmental danger. That's actually nice to know. Now it sucks that I gotta run all the way around because I can't fly. Ooh, what's that over there? Wait, is that what? Okay. No, I thought this thing was gonna be... I thought it was gonna be over here. So chat, let me introduce you to a road boss. we're trying to wait for the group that's inevitably gonna come. Oh, look at that lighting on my... Wow. Oh yeah, look at that check. I got a road boss. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people here. Given how much time is left, we might not be able to complete this one. person actually has them out. Oh, that mount looked interesting with this lighting. Oh, chat, you guys get to see a boss fight, basically. A road boss fight at that. How much damage does that do to them anyways? Okay. Oh, look, we got a nice small crowd here. Wait, so this is one of the sites that people actually look for and such. And look, because there's so many people here, now you can actually start hearing a crowd sound. look at this gathering. I think there's enough people here now that stuff's starting to be render. This isn't Odin. Also flashbang, I'm sorry, chat. Oh yeah, if this is Odin, then the last head would care. Unless this one has on a similar? There's so many players veiling on it. You'd say you even hear my own attacks. You can achieve it in 6 horns! Gotta go back to the Alan Megan quarter. So yeah, so these horns, I can actually trade them in for various goodies and such as certain NPC. Also, don't look at me like that. This is the celebration music. Right on! Kasuma! The butcher has much to answer for, but to simply drag her from her cell and slaughter her in the street, General Odin's right. Perdola and her schools may have aspired to be imperial citizens, but they were born Alamegan. To the countrymen, they are traitors and of the worst kind. Thank the gods General Odin arrived when he did. Any later and we would have had a riot on our hands. After 20 years of imperial rule, it's not surprised that people should seek a target for all their pent-up rage and grief. Hell, I wish I knew the solution. My thanks, Robin. Listening to their anger, I can feel myself being sucked away. 'Tis a difficult tide to stem. So that same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over, all the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. You're back and that task left you a bit more tired than you expected after eating, so you'll be quiet for the night. Everyone, oh, thank you. I hope you had a wonderful dinner and you have a wonderful rest, alright, Magnus? Thank you for dropping by, and I really appreciate it. Hi, and it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Yarlians. It starts with insults most often, but then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Ah, there's a sound. I thought a thing pop up, but yeah, thank you for the sub. I really do appreciate that too. Welcome to the I would say the library club, but yeah. I need to actually think of something for the reading for that. But yeah, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. It'll help out in the future once I am able to get the next payout. Who are these representatives exactly? Village elders, refugee leaders, and alike. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Anata and the Kikurin to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Ferdola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. And let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. Nagano, I had to explain why you want to do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but when would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated? And everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theologic or Xenos. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to stay with Fordoa? Only I caught a glimpse of her past, a moment of it anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, unforgivable things. But in some ways, she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born. And that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Ferdola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. I think it's best if I stay outside and keep watch for troublemakers. After what that woman did to Mefford and Commander Kim, I'd struggled not to throttle her. Speak with the guard and we'll all go in together. I have no great wish to save Fordola, even if I could. But there's more to her than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. If if you had me, I have a mind to attend this interview as well. Give the commander permission to enter then. That would be a yes. I bet you they had this under the ground. Because how else would this scene would have been able to load so fast?
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you? Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
They'll perhaps in a flashback.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right! Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
They're talking about guys in Belsar. Whose ass we kicked back in Rome Reborn.
Tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Fadola!
Traitors!
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of arm.
We're citizens. We have rights.
Ah!
I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors! Traitors!
Oh. I think I've got him right in the head.
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Padola, please. You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods. What have you done to your face?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past? And what?
Yep.
A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a goddamn thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Oh, now she's getting glimpse of my past.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why?
At this point, this is literally the best answer right here. For those I have lost, for those I can yet save.
Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
You know, I think they could have used a slightly different fanfare for that one. Sorry about that. I let my emotions get the better of me. It's just that she and I are of an age, and we're neither of us one thing or another. I can't help but feel like she's my problem to solve. The capacity to experience such visions of the past had always seemed to me to be a most desirable talent, but I see now that it is as much a burden as a blessing. Echoes of an echo. Leith is lost in thought. Oh yeah, as we seen there, the thing that they experimented with on Fordola, that we saw activating that point. It's imitating the echo. I don't know that we solved anything exactly, but we've given Fordola something to think about at least. Aye, and I've found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Savvy, but the visions only came to me every now and then. From the way Fordola kept wincing though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. That's a lot of bad memories to deal with. Oh, I wonder, could there be some fundamental difference between one who is born with the echo and one who has been artificially imbued with it? The know the immortal flames have been scouring that research facility ever since the liberation. Here's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing the investigation. The skill and payment of his a challenge? Did I know? What do bananas smell? General Holden is inside. Will you be joining him? This is like a mock throne room. Seeing this facility, I'm reminded of what they did to Cryle. We received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've been recording everything of interest. They should burn this place to the ground and be done with it. So many bodies. Oh shit. Small and big ones alike. Oh my god, they're all over the place actually, holy shit! This is essentially a mass grave. Come on, let's talk to Robin. Button is, you spoke with Fredola, I take it? Yes, I'd expected she didn't say very much, but it was a total waste of time. Gabriel noticed something odd about her. You think she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different for her? We've been hard-pressed just to organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd look with the science expert assistants if you had the time to lend a hand. The device in which Kyle was held seems even more ominous now that you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. The owners received oh, okay, there's actually something different with this. The Admirals received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupants, save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. too many bodies, everyone on a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perished from forcible ether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. Yeah, that is brutal. Hey, where's Lise? I could have swore she walked off this way, but where is she? I know little on left of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operations would be much appreciated. Savvy, shall we start with you? Taken in combination with the testimonies of Crowell and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with ethers siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case Crowell, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Crowell's echo? I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Crowell is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedure engineered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. Oh, thank you for the head pat. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them have lost friends and family to the skulls. And there's a sentry at her door night and day. If she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past. But you don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you may recall, Yasel was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Reisugar's past. Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Felt to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these godforsaken procedures, and Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish, not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's sane. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. The forcible extraction of ether from a living subject is entirely fatal. How many died that Fordola might gain her new abilities? I've never known why I was given the echo. but this makes me want to put it to good use. I go looking for answers about the Echo, and end up getting schooled by Robin. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. Then Modin is a veteran of countless campaigns, Elise. He cannot compare himself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that Mod to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going through the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? There's a quandary which countless refugees now face, to continue the life they built in Oda or start again in the land of their birth. Savvy, a moment. I am newly returned from Oda with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Bill, I must away and attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, we'd all like to talk about those. Half an hour. But not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take that notice of him, Savvy. And I think with that, I'm actually gonna call it a night. I know it's still 10 minutes before, but let's see if there's anyone on that hotel. Oh, I haven't been to that one person in a while. Maybe we should go there. Oh, come on! Yeah, you decided to wait until then. Are you happy now? Oh. Are you happy now? Anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna be calling you a night early. A little bit early anyways. Oh, right. Keep in mind, this week and next week, we will be stopping at around this time on most streams. And, again, I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again right now. On Mondays, we're taking Mondays off temporarily until I can get the retheme completed, alright? Because I'm gonna be spending Mondays working on the stuff that's needed for it, and then the Tuesdays and Wednesdays we'll be working on the, we'll be working on the storytime script. But yeah, so anyways, we're gonna be doing a raid. Thank you for the head tats, both of you. Anyways, so before we do the raid, make sure you copy that raid message, by the way. For those of you that are here, thank you, each and every one of you, both chatter and lurker alike. It makes me happy to know that you guys choose to be here with me, whether you're actively watching or you just have me on in the background while you do dishes or something. Regardless of how you have me on, thank you, everyone. It means quite a bit to me that you choose to have me on as your entertainment, and it makes me happy that you guys just want to chill with me, basically. Anyways, I say anyways too much, don't I? But yeah, still, if you're here but you're not following yet, feel free to hit the follow button right underneath the video player. It may look like a whole heart to some, it may even say follow to others. Whatever it looks like, make sure you hit it and put your lead now whenever the library is open again. Down in the info path, as well as the about section, you can find the links to our socials, such as our X account, formerly known as Twitter, our YouTube Vault archive, which I need to update, and our Discord community, which I'm trying to be more active on. I hope to see you on all of those platforms in the future. If you want to help support the channel, the absolute bare minimum that you guys can do is what you're already doing, which is just hanging out here with me. But if you feel that you deserve a little bit more, feel free to cheer some bits, maybe even drop a sub. You can even contribute to an item on our throne wish list, send us a mystery gifts as well through it. Or, the preferred way at the moment, you can even buy some Ko-fis. Because, the Ko-fi stuff is gonna help support our model funds. I did get a check to see how much I have available now, because the closer I could get to the amount needed to make that order for at least the model updates, the better. Regardless, that's gonna be happening next week at the latest, at least putting the order in. But yeah, hey, still, I hope you all have had a wonderful night with me tonight. We're gonna be doing a raid, so get ready everyone. We haven't gone to this person in a while. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you everyone for dropping by. Have a wonderful night. Let's get ready for that raid. And thank you for being here. Seriously, I didn't mean it. Have a great night, everyone.